Hi, my name is Tyler Guerrero, and today I will be auditioning for the Kerastase K-Tech team. So we are starting off with Kerastase Volume Fique, a really nice light shampoo with a gel-based conditioner to add volume and texture to the hair. Kerastase shampoos are very concentrated, so a little bit goes a long way, and if you don't have enough suds initially, definitely just add a little bit extra water and you'll have more than enough. First product we're going to use today is Thermique. Now this is a heat protectant that is going to also have ceramides in it, which is going to act as an artificial protein to keep the hair from breaking. It's really good for hair who's a little blonde on the ends or a little more brittle that it is typically prone to breakage. Now Lift Vertige is a great gel root lifter. Using just a small amount through the hands, working it through the tips of the fingers and through mainly the root area, it's going to create a lot of lift, a lot of movement, and a little bit of heat protection in it as well. So for our next product, we are going to work in the ends using Form Fatale. Also has a little bit of heat protection. This is a strong hold gel, working to the mid-length to the ends to have some more control and help us hold our style. Definitely shaping it through your fingers and getting a nice even distribution from the mid-length to the end. When we power dry, we're going to get it about 80% dry, and then we're going to add one more product to add a little extra texture and lift to the hair. So like I said, with the Lift Vertige, you want some lift in the hair, so we want to use your fingers and definitely pull that root area up. Our next product we're going to use is Spray Porté. Now this is a great texture spray. It's going to have a flexible hold. We're going to use it to give a more tousled look to the hair, so we're going to be spraying it into the root area, just in small sections throughout the hair. Not too much of it because we already have plenty of product in there, but we do want a more textured look. And from here we're going to section so we can start to wet brush. We're going to work with really clean sections, definitely lifting at the root. We want to get a lot of movement, a lot of body through there. We are, like I said, we're going to get a little bit of wave to the end and mostly a textured feel. We're not looking for too smooth or too clean of a blow dry. At the top, I want you to notice that through the ends, we did leave the ends a little less smooth, specifically because we do want a more textured look. The Spray Porté is really going to help with that. For our styles today, we did want a little more of a tousled look. So for speed issues, I like to flip up all the hair at once, specifically to, as I'm blow drying from the bottom to the top of the parietal ridge, just pulling down the sections one by one and not really having to stop your blow dryer, specifically to keep a nice speed of the hair, nice consistency. However, on the top, I usually always stop and I like to do this nice little crisscross technique. So when I'm blow drying the hair sections all backwards to get a lot of lift and fullness on top, I can just pull the sections along instead of having to stop it. Now it's really important with the Lift Vertige to be lifting by really over-directing your sections and pulling them up as you're blow drying. You definitely want to activate as much of that product as possible to get a lot of lift and fullness through the mohawk area. Next, we are going to curl some of the hair, specifically because I do want some nice movement through here, because the overall look we're going for is going to be a halo braid. You can either do it with a middle part or you can do it with a side part. Now, to be more complimentary to Chelsea's face shape, we are going to definitely work with a heavier side part on her hair, giving some nice lift and extra body to the front. And then we're going to braid all the way around through here. So I'm going to take pretty large sections. Now I don't want to do too much curl. To curl her hair, we're going to use an 1 1/4 curling iron, and then we're going to use the Hairspray Lock Dentel. I like this spray for curling because it has a nice flexible hold. It doesn't get too sticky, it doesn't get too hard of a hold, but I think it works really great when you use it with heat. From the occipital bone to the nape is our first section. From the crown to the occipital bone is going to be our next, and then top hair above the parietal ridge. So the next product we are going to use is going to be the brand new from Kerastase, our VIP volume powder. Not really a hairspray, but not really a dry shampoo. It's going to have some nice hold and give a lot of texture to the hair. The kind of hold of the hairspray, but not the kind of texture of a dry shampoo. A nice in-between fold. I'm going to start with this small section from the left side and braid right. And we're going to go right all the way down to the head, pulling hair in radial sections all the way up and around. So when you get to the braid right past the mastoid process, you are definitely going to need to use a little bit more tension, specifically because we don't want this hair to be too loose through the bottom. We are definitely eventually going to be loosening the braid, but down here we do want a nice little bit of tension through this area. Tension is really important on this part because we are going to be changing the direction of the hair. Because she does have some layers in here, some pieces, some of the ends will stick out, but that is just going to further enhance the overall look of the shape. Okay, so now starting from the base of the braid, we are going to start just slightly diffusing these pieces out. Now, I am liking the idea of kind of holding the part of the braid for the back, kind of pulling one piece out, slightly twisting with the fingers as I'm going, specifically to get more of that diffused, messier look. I don't like to see the pins of the hair. I like to keep them as invisible as possible. So something really great to do, you want to lock in the hair, find where you want it. Then we are actually going to bring the bobby pin backwards in the section and bring it down, and then pin it in. And that leaves the bobby pin completely seamless. So you don't see it, you don't feel it. We're going to recurl some of these pieces in the front. Like I said, to maintain softness. The last product we're going to use is going to use powder puff. I like the idea of having just a bit of a matte, slightly matte, more matte texture through here. So just spraying it around, just to encourage that almost like day 2 kind of look to it. My name is Tyler Guerrero from Antoine Duche in Denver, Colorado, and I would like to thank you for your time and consideration to be a member of your team.